real quick before you guys finish watching this video, please hit that subscribe button, click the little bell. It'll give you notifications when I post videos, which is awesome because then you don't miss out on anything. Also have a Discord, a Twitter, and an Instagram link down in the bio, in the description, not bio. Hit those, follow me, and you guys can keep up to date on what's happening with me and what's happening with the channel. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, how are we doing today? So I messed up a little bit. As you can see, I have a little bit of a different name than I did from the last beginners series. What happened is I don't know what happened to that account. It's lost to the void, I guess. So what I did was I went to my main account and switched to the Asia server and started over again, basically. So I went back and watched to see where I had left off in the other one, and I'm pretty much at the same spot that I was. So I'm hoping that I will sort of just pick up where I left off. But I'm pretty much, I have pretty much the same thing I did last time, as you can see. I think the only difference is that Flash Wing on the other account was super boosted a little more. I think it had Super Boost 4, and maybe I'll Super Boost this one as well. But other than that, we ended up getting the same units when we rolled. So we got lucky with Stink Bomb and Rattleshake. As you can see, I've been doing a little bit of work, and I have a few ether here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show sort of where I'm at. So we are currently... we've done a few of these. I'm going to have to go back and do a little bit more to sort of... clean these up and get all the star ratings, but we're currently here, so we're going to run this. I have been using him, but I'm going to swap him out for Flashwing because Flashwing is a better healer. I was thinking that since I got Gorilla Guy from Summoning Life, because if you remember, what I was doing is I was doing single pulls to specifically target life, so I was getting a lot of the gorilla. The problem is that when he's fully skilled up and not awakened, fully skilled up and super boosted, his heal is on a 3-turn cooldown, and it does like 1% more healing than my Flash Wings heal, so it wasn't really worth it, right? So 2-turn cooldown on Flash Wings heal versus 1-turn cooldown on Gorilla Guy. So I am just going to put up with not having skill ups for now. It shouldn't take too long to get the skill ups for her, though, so I'm not too worried about it here. So looks like we're doing okay. It actually, what's happening is... Rattleshake is actually going to be the primary damage for this team for a little bit because he is max super boosted, and getting skill ups for him is going to be super easy, right? Because he's green, he's a premium unit, so the skill ups are going to be super easy. So he's going to be our main damage dealer for a little bit, which is fine. What I'm going to do is when I unlock it and I get the ether for it, I'm going to put him on crit rate, because he buffs his own... Well, when I get enough substats to do crit damage, I will, but he has to have a certain amount of crit rate before crit damage becomes more effective than crit rate, because he does actually buff his own crit rate. When he's fully awakened, he buffs the whole team's crit rate, but until that happens, he buffs just his own crit rate, so it's going to be a bit before we fully awaken him, probably, so I'm not worried about that right now, but... this team is doing okay. I haven't put any ether on them because, in my opinion, it's better to go for levels early. I hit about, as you can see, my team is mostly level 40-ish plus, and I was able to do C2. So I totally skipped C1. I just did the C1 once so I could unlock C2, and then I did C2 a couple times to get some of those 3-star ethers. So what we're going to do is we're going to put enough ether on these guys when we get to a point where we're not really progressing, which I have a feeling it may be here. We may have some trouble with this boss, so we'll see. But we're going to put some of those 3-star ether. I've done a little bit of farming, gotten a little bit of gold, gotten a few of those 3-star ether that I was talking about. And we're going to power up a lot of those 3-star ether. Probably the weapons we're probably going to power up to +6. And the rest of them we're going to power up to +3. And we're going to ride those ether until we can get into C4. and C4 we're going to get 4-star ether, and at that point we're probably going to have to plus 12 minimum a lot of those ether to get into C5 more quickly. So it is possible to do it with like lesser leveled ether, but I think that it's going to take longer because we'll need more resources that take time to get rather than just powering up the ether. So we're going to skip Callie here and her little thing. So, oh, double poison, that's nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to awaken when we unlock it. We haven't quite gotten there yet, but when we do, we're going to awaken Boom Bloom first to level 2, second awaken for her skill 1, and then we're going to awaken Stink Bomb twice, or 3 times, sorry. 3 times, so he gets Diminish on his skill 1, and that's going to add quite a bit of damage to him. And then we're going to awaken Rattle Shake to 3, because his ability, I think it gains an extra hit or something, which is going to be great for poison. And it's going to be super cheap to do because Rattle Shake is obviously a premium unit, and that's the great thing about building premium units early, is that you don't need a whole lot of resources to build them. So it really helps sort of progress that. So looks like we're doing okay here. We got to heal off, so that's good. So we may actually be able to do this without putting any ether on, but I'm probably going to do it anyways after this just to have the ether on them. It doesn't make a huge difference, but it is noticeable. So what we'll do is we'll put the ether on. We'll see what kind of skill ups we have. I think we've unlocked skill ups. I've also been playing another account. I'm not sure about when I'm releasing videos, so I'm not sure if I put that account out there yet or not. But I do have another account where I'm building Trigger Happy, Zulu. Hex is going to be there once I unlock her, and Splat once I get her. So it's going to be a pretty cool account. I'm having a lot of fun. Actually, Trigger Happy is already doing a ton of damage, and he's only like 4-star. So I'll probably do another update video on that if I haven't already released the first update video. But looks like we are going to be able to kill him here. I'm just going to take another turn. The best strategy here is actually probably to take out the right, this guy right here, because he does do a bit of healing. But I've just sort of autoed this and focused on the boss. And actually, we may not be able to do it without taking out the right. So we're actually just going to target here and kill that real quick. And now we're going to go for him. And he just summoned 2 more. So that was kind of a waste. But it looks like we have the evasion here. I thought I had unlocked the shield, but maybe I hadn't. Let's see. Are we going to be able to kill him here? Let's see. He evaded, so maybe not. So we're doing a little bit of damage. All right. So we... Oh, are we going to do it? Rattle Shake, are you going to pull through for us? Not quite. So if we had actually targeted the right there, we probably would have taken this out. But for now, we will go ahead and work on the ethers just real fast, just so you guys can see what I'm looking for. So, I mean, the main thing I'm looking for right here is just the main stats, right? So a big one is weapons, so we want to put weapons on. Effect accuracy, we want to put on the person that's going to be doing the most poison, which is probably going to be Stink Bomb for a bit until we get better, until we get our units awakened and all that stuff. So we're going to equip this. We're going to put this one on him. There we go, equip. We're going to put a helmet on him. We're going to put a 2-star helmet on him because he's going to be a little bit of one of our tankier units because he is a heroic unit, so he's going to be a little bit tankier naturally. So really important to prioritize the squishier units with the gear that is not as good. So we're going to go for effect accuracy here on him, and we're going to power this up to +6 probably. So I've got a few crystals here. These I've just sort of been collecting as I've been going through. The main thing we want here is obviously the weapons so that we do more damage and get through things faster. It's going to help us level faster and all that. I'm actually going to quickly recycle all of these. So we got a little bit more. That's good. Oop, I think I got rid of all the 2-star, which is not great, but that's okay. We're going to go for him next. We're going to put on a... We're going to put this one on. He actually has 2 slots for weapons, so we are going to equip both. We're going to do the crit rate for both of those. We're going to go for effect accuracy on him. And then he has a ring here, so he has effect accuracy on the ring. When I get it, I'll probably put crit rate on that ring. And then, let's see. We'll just put this one on, and then we'll put this one on. And then we'll need a few more pieces before we can fill out the rest of their gear. So we've +6'd his weapon. It's +6 her weapon. Boop. Once we start awakening people, we're going to progress a little bit faster. There's that pretty good event with unlocking Hex, where you unlock quests every day. After like a week, you have a bunch of quests. So we're just gonna do the weapons first, because I'm not sure about what my resources are gonna allow for me to have. So we'll do all the weapons. All right. And we'll do this weapon. And then what we'll do is we will see if we can do C3, because C3 is going to be better to farm for some of this gear. Because it drops 3-star more often, 3-star ether more often. And also it drops higher quality, so you can get legendary 3-star ether from there, I think. Or is that only purple? Heroic 3-star. We'll have a look here in a second. And then at the end of the video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple summons, because I have some tickets for logging in, so we'll do those. And what we're going to do is we're going to shoot for more of the life type. So we're just upgrading these ether to make our units just a little bit more tanky. We're going to +3 because, like I said, we don't want to spend too many resources on these ethers, since we will very quickly be replacing them. And then let's see, does he have a couple? He doesn't have it. We'll do. I think that's good. So now we'll go into the Cyclops and see if we can do C3. So yeah, so it drops heroic ether. So, but it also has a higher chance of dropping these than it does having a dropping 2-star. Because as you can see here, it only has a chance to drop the 3-star ether and then the 2-star ether. Here, you're going to have a higher chance of dropping 3-star ether, so we're going to be able to kit out our team a little bit faster if we can do this. So we are a little bit down on battle power, but battle power isn't always super indicative of how well your team is going to do. I should have grabbed the shield Portal Master before we started this, but we'll see. So we're going to play it out. What we'll do is when we get to the boss, we're going to target the boss first. And if our team seems to be taking a little bit too much damage, we're going to switch to targeting the towers. If you're having trouble with consistency, target towers first, because it means when the boss does his revenge attack after you hit him 10 times, he's not going to do as much because he's not going to have that crit buff on. So the team's a little slow here, but we don't have 3x yet. You get that when you start clearing normal, I believe. So once we get that, things will go a little faster, but for now, this is sort of what we got. So next steps for us are to start accumulating some keys, and we do that by doing certain achievements, and then you can also buy legendary keys by combining the Transcendence material until you get the legendary, and then you can buy those with the legendary Transcendence material. So what we'll do is we'll probably do that. The problem with that is it costs a lot of gold. So it's going to be sort of a long haul project, but what we really want to do is we want to get the team that we have here super boosted as much as possible. Super boost is really the key to this game. If you can super boost your units, then they end up becoming a lot more powerful because you can upgrade their skills a lot quicker. They just have better base stats in general, and also depending on the quality of the unit, it unlocks a gear slot. So for legendary, if they're super boosted once, it unlocks an extra gear slot. For heroic, super boosted twice, it unlocks gear slot, and then so on and so forth, going down all the way to premium units, which takes a bit, but premium units are super easy to super boost. So another great thing, and I'll mention this real quick, another great thing about building a specific team. So one, this game doesn't actually have types in it. It has types, but it doesn't have like advantage over types. So if you played previously in the Skylanders before they revamped it, it was wind was strong against earth and life Skylanders, and then earth and life was strong against the machine and water Skylanders. But in this one, there isn't any like advantage for that, so it doesn't really matter what types are on your team. It just depends on sort of what team you want to build. So the good thing about having a team of almost all the same type, or specifically, a couple of ours, so our Boom Bloom and our Stink Bomb, who we really want to super boost and who we're going to be focusing when we do summons. We're going to summon all of those units faster and start getting those transcendence materials faster, which means we can get keys faster. So it makes it a little easier. Okay, so it looks like we're not quite ready for this. I'm guessing we'll probably need to be about level 50, 55 before we can do this. Also, with our gear probably leveled up a little bit more, I might run C2 a little bit more, try to get some more 3-star defensive gear for this, and do that. But levels, like I said previously, are really, really the key here. So levels are going to give you a super awesome boost early game to your stats, and that's going to help a lot. So can't do this yet, but that's good. It's good to know, so we know, so we can sort of gauge how close we are, and we are fairly close. So so we're getting there. We're getting there. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. So that's where I'm at right now. What I will do now is, when do we unlock this? Oh, we've already unlocked this. Great. Okay, so what we can do actually is look to see about skilling this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to skill these up. So we have 8 skill ups, and we want effect activation rate up, right? Because we're doing a poison team, so we're going to skill up this one first, and we're just going to go all the way with it, since we're going to be using him for a while. Also lowers the mana consumption, which is great. Less mana consumption means you get more out of your stuff. And then we're going to start in on this. So I'm only on floor 4, but it's going to be pretty easy to push this. So once we get down to here, it's going to be 1 less mana cost, so it's going to be 2, and it's going to be a cooldown time, so it's only going to be 3-turn cooldown time. So Rattleshake's going to be a lot stronger because it's going to do more damage. It's going to have greater effect accuracy on this one, so 45% chance to attack, which is awesome. And then once we awaken him, he's going to attack again if he attacks a unit with a poison on it, or if he applies the poison himself. So this is really where we're going to start working on the crit damage, crit rate. He's gonna be pretty good. I think he's, once we get him fully built. The only problem is he's premium, so his base stats are gonna be a little bit lower. But hopefully we can make up with that with ether gear. So we got some of these, which is good. So actually, what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and, wow, okay, got a few of them. Okay, we're just claiming all these. This is another big thing early game. Claim this stuff as much as you possibly can. You get a lot of gems, you get a lot of gold, you get a lot of ether pieces this way. So, and skill up stones, obviously. So, and then this is the main way that you get keys, which I mentioned earlier about using. All right, so we're gonna stop claiming that for now because that's not very entertaining. But let me find it real quick. So if you go to upgrade and you see here, so complete a super boost on Skylander 17 times, you end up getting these super boost keys. You also get them later on for doing subjugation, dark subjugation, but you have to hit a certain point before you start getting them. So you can see we have a few of these, and then so as you go, you'll collect them, and that's really where your super boosts from the specific Skylanders are coming. So you're gonna go to super boost here, and then you're gonna combine these keys. So it takes a few keys to get 10 for here, but it's definitely worth it if you're working on a specific legendary heroic Skylander. So, and I would recommend saving and doing your legendary first. Once you have, you can boost your premium if you really want to. It doesn't take very many keys, but really recommend doing your legendary first. So do the legendary. So now what we'll do is we will do a few summons, since we have some summons. We have 5 tickets, so If you haven't seen it, this is how it works. So basically, I'm gonna summon that one at a time, and I'm gonna target specifically what I want. So I don't actually care about any of these. So I'm just gonna pick one of them randomly. We got Gusto. That's a new unit. That's good. And now we're gonna keep doing this, only targeting the specific ones we want. So priority is life, and then earth, and then if we don't have anything after that, we'll probably go magic here. So we have one earth here, so we're gonna go for earth and hope we get flashwing. Nope, we got wall. Okay. Exit, and do it again. Hoping for that life summon. So there's a life summon. We got a food fight. Okay, and we'll probably go ahead and do this as well. Got a rocky roll. Okay. We'll do one more. So we got one life, which is good. Let's see. Oh, we got a heroic stink bomb. Nope. Mystic shot, stealth health. Okay, so that's okay. So basically, like I was saying, once if you target specifically, right? So you see, we only really went for life and earth there as much as we possibly could. Eventually, you will summon all the life and earth, which means you will get these pieces here. Well, apparently I haven't been in here. You'll get these Imaginite based on the quality. So you can see we have 5 of the premium here. And then you can combine them all the way up to legendary. And then if you come to the shop here, you can go to the light shop, and you can see that you can actually buy 1 key for 1 transcendence. So this is another really good way of getting those legendary soup keys. You could buy the legendary summon ticket, but the thing is takes 10 transcendent pieces, right, when you could just do the 10 and then target the specific unit you want super boosted. So that's an update on the beginner guide. I'm sorry it took me so long to do this. I went back to work after a nice break, so I haven't really had time, and also the account issue. So I'll keep working on this and keep you guys updated. Until then, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will catch you in the next one.